Hi, welcome to Mondays with Marcia. I'm State Representative Marcia Judkins, and today I want to talk to you about a bill that came through the House and got voted on today. It passed out of Law Enforcement and Criminal Justice with a unanimous vote. It is HB84 School Safety Amendments, and you might have heard about it. It is Representative Ryan Wilcox's bill. He's been working on it for a very long time, and it does a lot of really great things to make our schools more safe. However, there are a few things that I voted no on the bill with 15 other representatives, and I just wanted to explain that vote a little bit. Like I said, it's a school safety bill, and so many things in there I can support. We all want schools to be safe, but something this does is sets up a program where every school has to have either a school resource officer or a guardian there. He sets up a guardian program, and it's all at the expense of our school districts. So it's about $22 million to our school districts to do this, and they have to find people for this program, and it has to come out of their flexible spending. That's the money that they use for, pay raises for their employees, or keeping the lights on, or whatever it is, and funding the students' education. And this is an unfunded mandate that we're handing out to our schools. So I'm also a little leery about this guardian program. And what it is a school employee can volunteer to be a guardian. They get a $500 stipend, and they have to have I wasn't clear whether it's 1 4-hour training or 2 4-hour trainings during the course of the year. And they do have to coordinate with, law enforcement, get a background check, all this kind of stuff. But they carry a gun and are authorized to protect the school, I guess. And I just was a little unclear as to how that's going to be super helpful in keeping our students safe. I don't know. I like the idea of law enforcement keeping our students safe. They have had thousands of hours of training, and we have amazing law enforcement. And when I was on the school board at Provo, and that was, 10 years ago, we had trainings back then, and I know that they had been going on for a while, that the Sheriff's Department and law enforcement put on to train our teachers, administrators, everybody on what to do in case there was one of these incidents, a school shooting. And law enforcement, they are all authorized to respond very quickly. And I don't know, to me, if you have a guardian and he's on that side of the school and you have a shooter on this side of the school, I just don't see that that's going to be safer. Or if you have a mistake, and if something happens, I just don't think that someone who is not adequately trained should be expected to point guns at kids. I don't know. Anyway, I voted no on this bill. I felt like there were things that needed to happen, some changes. I know that our districts and our superintendents throughout the state do not support this bill either. It's an unfunded mandate. There were a lot of representatives that spoke very passionately in support of this bill. I get it. We want our schools to be safe. But with that passion, and this is what I mentioned to them, with that passion, we should be passionately funding it too, and not putting it on the backs of our school districts to fund. So anyway, there's that bill. I hope you found it interesting. Have a great day.